we almost done the project. Okay, actually the project is complete, but we want to test, okay, the project. So, well, when you create a project in Android, by default you are creating a hello world project. Okay, so actually we don't need to code, or we don't need to put code, because we have a complete hello world. But we need to see how to test, okay, and the most common way is use an emulator. Okay, but well, I need to teach you how we can create an emulator. And well, if you open Android Studio, okay, remember we have a project here, the basic project. You will see in the right side these options, but the most important for now, for the emulator, we want to use device manager. Okay, if you see device manager, we have, in my case, I have 3 emulators. If I put here a Flutter emulator, Pixel blah blah blah, and Pixel 2 blah blah blah. Okay, well, probably you don't have an emulator and you want to create the first one. So we have a button here to create a device, but you can go here, you can find here tools, and it's the same way. Okay, you can go here and put device manager. Okay, if you see, it's the same option. Actually, I will minimize, I will show you again. Tool is the key, no, device manager. Well, you see, it's the same option. You have that's an important thing. You have maybe 2 or 3 ways to find the same option. Okay, so don't worry, at the beginning it's very common to feel you don't know anything, but just keep working on this. Okay, I will try to show you and explain you this. Well, let's continue. Well, if you see here, I have 3 options, but I will want to show you how you can create a new one from zero. So put here create device, and this is the good part. You have a different kind of devices: phone, tablet, Wear OS, desktop, TV, and automotive. Well, at the beginning we obviously show the phone. Okay, and you will see here some defaults configurations. Okay, you have a very small screens, very small devices here. This is inch. So you and you have a very specific models like Pixel 7, Pixel XL, Pixel 6 Pro. Okay, and the most important is the configuration. You see, this is the name by the default name, but you can change and you can put Ken, Michael, Jose, or whatever you want. Okay, this is column is showing if this model has a Play Store. Okay, maybe it's not too important for you now, but at the end you have some projects with some very specific configurations, and a lot of the projects, they need a Play Store. Okay, the Play Store installed in your device. Okay, so well, that's why I always prefer a Play Store in a emulator. Okay, you have here the size, okay, the resolution, and the density. You don't have to worry about the density because I will explain later. It's a very important thing for Android developers. Okay, it's not the same like resolution. Okay, if you see, we have a different values. It's not the same, even if you have the same resolution like this, for example, here. Okay, if you see, you can see we have the same resolution, the same density, but a different size. Okay, so think about it. It's not too easy to understand at the beginning all these things. Okay, but you have to worry because that's the point of this course. Well, in my case, I will select Pixel 7 with Play Store with this size. Oh well, let me move because that's change. Yeah, here I will select Pixel 7 with Play Store with this size and with resolution and with this density. Okay, by default this is the configuration. You can see the same data here in the right side. And well, let's click here in next, and if you see, this is the recommendations for the API level. Okay, maybe if you don't have the recommendation, okay, if you see here, when I select this one, a system image must be selected to continue. That's the point. I select this one, but I need to download this version, okay? Because I don't have this in my computer. So for example, I will use this one because I have it in my computer, okay? But you don't have to worry. If you want to download, just click here, okay? In this arrow. Well, I will select this one, and let's click here in continue. This is the details about this version: tiramisu, number API 33, Android 13, 30, 13, and RM64. Okay, that's about the system image. Don't worry. Okay, well, this is the name. It's a standard. The model of the cell phone or the device, an API level, and you have the resolution here. You know that because it's in the past we see that we saw that. Okay, tiramisu, you know that. You have a default startup orientation: portrait and landscape. Portrait is vertical, landscape is horizontal. You don't have to worry too much about this configuration because by default it's okay. You can use it. You can see the advanced settings if you want to change something. You can use the camera, you can use the other things, and you can start working with that. Okay, well, at the finish, in this case we just put finish here. Well, we have the emulator here. If you see, we have a new device here, and we only need to put a play if we want to start the emulator. Okay, so this is the size on the disk. This is the configuration, but if you maybe you want to change something, you only need to put here, to click here, okay, in this pencil to edit, and come back here again and change the basic configuration. Okay, so you don't have to worry at the beginning if you are not doing or selecting the correct configurations, because in any moment you can come back here and delete. Actually, you can delete here. You see here, this is the delete option, or you can edit maybe. Okay, but if you think maybe it's something is wrong, you don't have to worry too, because when something is wrong with the emulator, you will see I don't remember, a warning or a cross, a red cross. Okay, but well, you have something visible to see you have an error in this configuration. Okay, so if we want to start this emulator, just click here, and you will see in here this is the Pixel 7 API 30 emulator is starting. Okay, so well, just wait a couple seconds, maybe minutes. That depends again about your computer, because we don't have the same memory, we don't have the same GPU and everything. But just wait. Okay, and now you have an emulator to test your Hello World on Android.